Hello. So I'm going to use a set that I don't know that I've actually used it at all. Where did I put the dies? They're all over here. Okay. So let me this will be back to front to you, but that's okay. I'll pop it down at the desk and you'll be able to see. I just wanted to pop up here to say hi. And yeah, so you get they were in the mini catalogue at the beginning of the year as a bundle, and then they left and they've come back separately. So that's what I'm using. There we go. A little more. Doesn't want to go a little more. You can see a little bit of what I've been doing. Just need to get this in my light on. So there's some shadow over everything. So let's see if that's any better. It's still putting a shadow. It's better with or without the hot light. Okay, so you can see what I've been playing with here. We actually did a similar or the same sort of technique in class on Saturday, and everyone was thrilled with the card we created. So I'll just show you how I coloured my flowers. This is thick Whisper White. Okay, so well, firstly, actually, because I want to colour these as well, I've already coloured the green ones. I'm using colours I'm using today is Parakeet Party, Pretty Peacock, and Calypso Coral. So how I got this was I used the die like this. I've pre-cut that so you didn't have to wait for me to, hang on. I promise it did come out of there. There we go, like that. So I've passed it through the die cutting machine like so, and I've got this piece here. So I might do this first. Now there was a few different ways I could have gone with this card. I've decided on, finally, after getting all the bases ready, I've decided on this paper that's irresistible. Where did I put that? Hello Irresistible, I think it's called. I've got the paper there, but what have I've put it somewhere. Anyway, it's under there. I don't want to shift my leaves because I'll probably end up losing them. So, or I could have used Pool Party underneath there, if I decided to use some Pool Party in the card base, but I actually had decided I would use Calypso Coral, or I could have used Parakeet Party, changed my base and used this, or I could have done it on there, but it was too much indecision for me. So, and I could use this piece instead of this piece, but I felt that this had a bit more texture in it with the two colours. So got all my bases ready, and then I've gone back to the Calypso Coral. So I might cut that later. I might change my mind again. I need to just stick with what I'm doing and not change my mind, don't I? This is why I wanted to do this was because I've got to wet it. I wanted it to dry. So for these, I just want to randomly tap that, get some green on there. I actually did a card similar to this for a challenge the other day. Just going to grab and I just wanted a little, not a lot of green. I don't know what that's got in it. Got a bit of fluff or something on there. Yeah, I just wanted not a plain white, just a little bit of green there. It's Parakeet Party. But we may want to put a little bit more on the, and I've done some other leaves off that. I'll show you the other card that I did, that I used the leaf punch and did some extra leaves. I didn't realise there was extra leaves in this set, so I've used a few extra leaves of this set, and I just figured if I felt that I needed any extra ones, like with the leaf punch, I could add them later. So there's that. One's done. Turn it over. When you're doing things like this with the sponges, you don't want to put your piece on a surface that you've already got ink on, because obviously this is going in the bin because I've been working out card mats. And I'm not very good at mats, so I just use some, that's got a bit of green on it, that's why I don't want to use that. I just use some copy paper, some old copy paper, and I keep going till I get my template right, instead of having to use, actually I might spritz it. I was going to wait till the end, but I think, get my ink out the road, I think I might just spritz that now. So that, because this has got to be put on first, so it has time to dry. This doesn't take long at all to dry. Now that's done, that one. I'll just give it a bit more of a spritz, if it's going to work. There we go. And you could, if I thought that was too dark, I don't think it's too dark, I could tap it over like that and tap some ink off it. So we'll go back to our Calypso Coral. I'll show you how I did the flowers. I wasn't altogether happy with my flowers. I didn't think I wanted them that dark. I think I'm picking up, let's take it off there. I'm thinking I'm picking up the pattern off the paper towel is why I'm not. Oh no, it's still doing it. Why is it doing that? I just wanted a little bit of Calypso Coral, I didn't want a lot. Place those over there and I'll give them a spritz as well. I've already got two done, but I thought this might turn out lighter, but it's not feeling very happy with that. Anyway, it's all experimentation, isn't it? I'll turn that over and we'll do our, oh no, we don't need to, yes we do, because we've got it on the paper towel. We'll do our Pretty Peacock. On our, oh, this is from, yeah, I should have told you that too, and I didn't. I'm being remiss. This is from Magical Meadow. It's this foliage here, and the flower is from the Paper Florist Dies, those flowers there, okay? That's what the girls used on Saturday. I think I'll just put that back for the sentiment. I'll get rid of that now. And then we want to spritz these, just like that, and this one. I'll just leave them to dry. I might put them on a nice fresh piece of paper towel that's not wet, so they'll dry a bit sooner perhaps. Or I could use my heat tool, of course. Might not need to. We're getting the other things assembled. It might be dry. It just doesn't take long at all to dry, even though it's not a warm day today. It's certainly not a warm day. 19 degrees Celsius, so that's not warm at all, is it? A bit of bits of extra paper. So actually I need to put those aside while I grab my trimmer. So I think I'm going to use this. Anyway, too bad if I change my mind. I haven't got much of this paper left actually. Thinking I want more of the Calypso Coral. So if my piece that I showed you that I cut, it was 10 centimetres by 14.3. So I'm doing this piece the same size. And if this is dry, it's not dry. Hello Rhonda, thanks for joining me. It's not quite right there. See if we can get it right. Sometimes once you've burnished, that's it. That's right. Now, okay. I might pop my dry flowers together while I wait for that, see if that's going to dry. Just a bit wet. So the girls the other day seemed to have forgotten how to texture their flowers, so I'll just show you how I do mine. That's what I told them, this is all I do. Just put it on my hand and just grab my bone folder and go in the centre. Sometimes it's good to be reminded of how to do things, isn't it? I know I forget techniques and stuff. I've got to look them up. Our brain can only hold so much, can't it? I might mix and match these a little bit. So I might not use the ones that I've done for you guys are probably a little bit too pale. See, I can't get a happy medium. So we may not use those. I just want to put them going to try putting them together. Not sure whether I want the light on top or the dark on top. Maybe the dark. Let's see what that looks like. Come here. Yeah, I think I like that. A light and a dark, and a light and a dark. I think that'll be fine. Oh, I don't think I got another glue out. I think this one's nearly out, this troublesome one. I was telling the girls on Saturday, I was using it this morning, so it might be I know, see, I don't like to throw them out until they're really done. At least it's not misbehaving like it was the other night. Better not speak too soon though, had I? That was a fair bit of glue there. I might just pick some up with that. Kind of, I'm hoping you can see that. Kind of just offset them a little bit. Oh, I didn't decide what I wanted in the centres of them either, but we can do a rhinestone or whatever. Come on. Don't stick to my finger. Should be on my mat, shouldn't I? Which is where? Over here. It's easier to see on the mat too. Okay. I was putting a dark on a light, wasn't I? Come on. Come on. What have you been up to, Miss Rhonda? Have you been making more cards today, or have you been getting ready for the weekend? Rhonda and I have got a class on the weekend, a demonstrators only class, run by our team leader, Pam Jorgensen, and Elisa Tilsner, with Winter Owls and Classic Christmas. So then when it's all together, I'm probably a bit off centre there, but who's going to know? That one's better. That's what we have. And just, do we like this? First, I've got to always decide, do I like it before I go putting it down? Because we can still change the base. We could still go to Parakeet Party for the base and the DSP, but let's see. It's not quite dry yet either. And I'll probably end up cutting. This is the one I've just done. It's a little bit wet, but I think I don't mind that. Yeah, I think I'm not minding that. Not sure if I should have done that in Parakeet, in what's it called? Peacock. I've got a does that look like? I do this all the time. I do it and then I change my mind. And on a, I think I like that. On a, not on that base, on a green or a peacock base. I'll let you decide, Rhonda. What do you think? Do you think that? Or do you think that? I'm not sure if the peacock goes. What do you reckon? While you're deciding, I'm going to, because I'm not doing more wet stuff. I'm going to do my sentiment. I'm going to do that in peacock. Parakeet base. And should I use the peacock paper, do you think? Just make sure that's going to stamp. That's what I tell you guys, isn't it? Hello, Miss Sharon. I didn't see you pop on. I've been a tad busy, I guess. Just do a hello there, and then I can, doesn't matter who I send that to. So, what did we decide, girls? The blue parakeet base. Okay. Get off there. You can go away. This is why you usually got to do things before you know how they're going to work out, don't you? I just wasn't liking the peacock with the Calypso coral, with the Calypso coral base. So now I want to go 10 centimetres. Doesn't matter which way I cut that. No. We could even use the other side of this, maybe. But we can cut it and see if we like the other side with it or not. 14.3. Always got options. The other side might be too busy, but let's just see what we like. Because we like what we like, don't we? Now, where'd my other bit go? Here it is. Yeah, that's too busy. We need this way. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adhere that. I think I'm going to adhere all of that down because I'm not going to put a ribbon around it. Hopefully you agree with me. I'm sure you would. That was just far too busy. So I might use wet glue on the other bit because then I can move it. Ah! Gosh, the seal sticks before I'd even had time to pull it towards me to line it up. It's stuck. Oh, didn't want you to stick that quick. I have to stay there now because, it's, as I said, it's really, and that's not quite dry, but I don't think that'll matter. Come on. I don't think I'm going to adhere down my leaves at all. I think I want them free. Now my edge of that is going to stick up and annoy me, isn't it? There we go. Now, where'd I put my pretties? Sometimes good to challenge yourself and use different colours. I'll show you the one I did the other day once I get... Actually, probably should have. That's okay if we do. Just going to do that with my fingers. Just cut that off. And just, if you're going to do this, you want to be careful. Actually, I might do it with some wet glue. I was going to be smart and do it with my but if I copy off this one, I should have it in the right spot. Should. Too bad if it's not, actually. And this one, I think you can go, you could go back a little bit. I'll just take that off there. So you can get a lot of texture using this quick technique to kind of watercolour them. Oh, come on, this is annoying me now. I'm shaking my arm and I'll have a sore arm from shaking it, won't I? I think you can go about there, I think. And then, I don't think I put any of those there. Might pop my flowers on. Save fussing around with those. Oh. You know, good if I don't have a glue dot on it, would it? That one was down there. I might have to use some punched leaves. Let's just see. Don't get too excited just yet. Oh, I didn't cut the centres for the flowers. That's what I didn't do. Had them quite close together. We have to do some white centres like we did the other day. I need to cut them, but I'll get these bits on first, I think, in case I decide we need something else. And I can show you the other card that I did, and we can see the difference. This set has obviously got flowers in it as well, but I was just on a bit of a high from class on Saturday. I just love these paper florist dies so much that I continued using them. Might not need those little guys. That's not stuck, is it? Just get these down. Come on. Get some more glue. Might be the thing, mightn't it? Haven't been using a lot of glue lately. Been using my seal a fair bit. Now, are you going to behave? And where did I want you? I think about there. I should have textured that too. Or just pretend I did. I can texture it once it's on there. Just grab this and do these ones before I forget. It's good that I've got my card to follow here, so as I kind of know what I'm doing. It's not done in the same colourway, though it's totally different. I'm teasing you, aren't I? Where do I want these leaves? I've stuck that, haven't I? Maybe I want some little ones. That's cute. That's cute. And we can have those like that. And we might have another one. No. Coming out there. Lots of leaves. Let's not forget where I put them. That's the trouble. Do you have that trouble too? You pick them up and then you think, where did I have you? Not that hard if you've just pick them up one by one. It's when you've got to get rid of the whole lot off your card before you can start. And then they stick to your finger. I mean, this wet glue is great. I had a battle with it before, sticking to my finger. Now, where did I have that? See? I'm not sure. Now I've got glue on it, I have to be sure. Well, I'll put you there, where that one was, and then I can dry place that one. Now let's just go there, I think. So I can't have it running into my words now. Something's stuck to my finger again. And I had one, yes, here. Just the one, because there's a bit of a gap there, so a bit of a hole. Place that in there now. I stuck those down, didn't I? I did. Now I just need to run, I'll show you what I'm going to run through. When I find my dies, go. We can do two of these at the same time. I didn't show you the paper florist dies, did I? But you two know what they're all about because we used them the other day. So these two make a centerpiece, and I'll just grab a little scrap of white, and I'll run these through. My centers in my flowers. I used to, Shari, how do I say that? Shari? I used to do that. I'm getting a bit lazy. Yeah, it is a good idea, because sometimes you think, oh, I had that all beautiful, and now I can't get it how I had it. I think I'm just going to put a dab of glue in the centre. Yeah. Any suggestions for gems, girls? Oops, knocked something out. Let's pick that up with my Take Your Pick tool, the easiest. Hopefully it's landed in the centre, and it hasn't. There we go. And pick this one up as well. White would be nice, but not for the centres, because white on white. What have we got? Haven't got anything orange. Have we got anything yellow? Look, we could make something. In the rhinestones, we could use rhinestones, but I think I have got some yellow ones. What are they called? Oh, we've got peacock sequins. What do they look like? Actually, these are retired. And what colour were they? Just looking at them, they might be, you can't see, they might be perfect. I'm trying to think what colour. I think it's a retired colour. I can't see. But no, probably not, I don't think. I think we can find something better than that. Why am I thinking yellow? We haven't got yellow anywhere there. We don't need yellow. Maybe we just need rhinestones. I'll probably put something down, and then I'll think of something that would have been perfect. Yeah, I was thinking, this is what I was thinking, but I don't think we want these. Or do we? Not sure what colour these even are. How would that be? I mean, the colour's right, but does it have to be this colour of the flower, do we think? Let you have a think about that one. Get back to me. And most flowers have a yellow centre, which is why I was going yellow. But I really think that's too bright. What have we got? Smart thing to do would be to look through the catalogue, wouldn't it? But I'm not smart. Oh, what about... These are retired too, but do we care? What about these parakeet party ones? What do we think about those? And what have we got in here? Well, there's some lighter yellow ones. Oh, you didn't realise how many different gems we have. It's in there, some greeny ones in there. These might be alright, but they're still not. What do we think? Those? Or do we have to have orange? Do we have to have Calypso Coral? Actually, hold the phone. Take that off. Just spotted these retired sorbet ones, and we had ombre. That are almost. I just wish there was a bigger. Not a great big one, but a bigger. Might have to be that one. What do we think of that? Do we like that? Thanks, Sherry. You're not being very helpful. Do we like the sorbet or not? I think it tones, to me, looking at, because I can see the colour better than you guys, it tones in with the Calypso Coral pretty well. So I'm thinking we can't be all day or all evening choosing a colour, so we might just go with these. Sprinkle a few more, and you won't be able to get these if you're wanting to make this card because they are retired. The colour's not, but the gems are. Okay, where did they come from? They came from over there. That was well spotted, I thought. Let's get all my gems out the way. Who knew we had so many choices? And what did I do on the inside? Well, I need to get myself a piece for the inside. I've got some cut here. Don't matter if it's a little bit smaller. So I'm thinking to tie it all in, we might use, where's my mat? Might use the peacock. Will we, or will we use the green? Yeah, I might use the green. Keep it fairly neutral. I'm not going to put a sentiment in it just at this stage. Just all I'm going to do is put some leaves up here, I think. You've got to be careful with this one because the stamp is only on the corner. It's inclined to pick up, you can't probably see, I can, where it's picked up some green there, which would go onto your card and spoil it. So, do that. I don't think I picked any up this time. And we'll do that. God, I love Parakeet Party. It's just that nice, fresh green, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. Love it. Been noticing that we don't have any, except for the, just making sure that's the right way around, except for, I'm pretty sure that I'm correct here, pretty much except for the colour families, we don't have much in colours, do we? The ones that we've had for 18 months already, these ones, we don't have a lot. And I just love Tahitian Tide. There's no DSP that's got that in it, which is a bit, it annoys me a little bit because I love it and I want to use it. And I want to use my DSP. Sandbox Stampin' Up! Or waiting until the next catalogue and maybe there's something in there. That's a bit random there, so I'm going to put that down the bottom so the eye doesn't go to it. It's a bit, didn't stamp quite as well as I'd hoped. So there we go. I'll pop that in there so I don't put it on my card. Is it up the right? Yes, I think it's up the right way for you, isn't it? And I'll show you my other one I did for the challenge. The challenge colours were bluey colour, and they didn't say what colours. There was blue, purple and pink. So I chose Bubble Bath, and I think I've darkened that with a bit of Moody Mauve. And I've got Highland Heather, and I've got, I think, what was that? Starry Sky, I think. Yeah. And I've used that's the Bubble Bath out of the balloon pack, which I love with that because it's kind of ombre, or up here it's almost white. Or it is white. And up here I've just done what did I do that in? A very light, I don't know whether I did that in Highland Heather or Bubble Bath. Looks like Highland Heather, just very lightly. And I loved that. I will just quickly show you the card we did on Saturday, which everyone thought was amazing. And I thought so too, not to brag or anything. So it's just really, you open up this flap and you've got that inside, and then leave that up and open up this piece and you've got that inside. Just close down and then that, and that's just a piece that's got a 1/2 inch tab at the back. Wasn't sure if I liked that on the back, but who looks at the back of the card? So yeah, so it's actually stunning. And I used Blueberry Bushel for the flowers. Same technique and the same set I used for the stamping on the foliage, and also the holly leaves came from the same set. So I was really pleased with that, and so were my class ladies, so win-win. Okay, all right. So thank you for joining me, everyone. Oh, I better put the camera up to say goodbye. What have you guys said? Love that card style. Thanks, Shari. Thanks so much. Thanks, Sharon. Hi, Di. I'm not standing on my head anymore. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me this afternoon. And look, this weather is something else, isn't it? I did just hear on the radio before where it's going to be 33 on Sunday. So it's a mixed bag. We do not know what we're getting when. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.